Today is April 7, 2024. This is the beginning of my presentation today on how to repair vertical blinds. I'm just going to check the camera in a few seconds. Yes, it's working. The remote is working on the DJI Osmo Mobile SE. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, April 7th, 2024. Today we will learn on how to fix vertical blinds and save money. Everybody relaxing today, and I hope you are at home and relaxing from your work. Needed rest is today. And today I want to share with you, my name is Wilfredo L. Reyes. And I got a Bachelor's of Education at the University of Hawaii and an Associate Science in Automotive Technology. My email is fredbabyclamps@gmail.com because my first channel started with a unique handle, and so I needed to create a very unique email at Gmail. Next one is my cell phone, and the subject is all on my channel and my handle, useful ideas. And the subject is how to repair vertical blinds and save many, many dollars. Okay, and everybody likes that, right? Okay, now I will show you what a good vertical blind is as a sample, and also a broken vertical blind, a sample. The prerequisite, you must be an adult to be able to do this job. Children wouldn't care. And anyone able to climb a stepladder is also a prerequisite. And as a result of this presentation, one can fix or repair a broken vertical blind. And that's very good, right? We could save money. I welcome all of you because today my job is to fix all of the broken vertical blinds around the house. And it's a fairly even easy job. And I know you could do. Anybody, if I could do it, you all can do it. Yes. All right? And why? Why are we having a discussion on this? It's because to fix a broken blind and save money is always welcome by everyone, right? Of course. And what I found out, including myself, I've been throwing all the broken ones many years ago, and that could have saved me some money if I didn't throw them away. Have I learned it that these little clips can save you money, and they are what they call vertical blinds repair clips. Or you could go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and many home repair centers. You could get them, and you could even get a military discount of 10%. I know I get mine at Home Depot and Lowe's. I don't know about other home repair centers if they are giving 10% discount. But it doesn't hurt to ask. And also, at the end of this course, I congratulate you for watching my videos, subscribing, and clicking the thumbs up, and also clicking the notification bell. That would help me make some more safety ideas and videos for everybody to learn. And that's fair enough. And also, by making your comments, is going to help me know whether I'm sharing with you the right materials or not. Please let me know what you think, okay? And I will appreciate that. And thanks a million again. That's what I've been saying lately. Thanks a million for watching. And also, the final message that I want to share with you is to be safe. Wear safety goggles so you cannot have the possibilities of poking your eyes with basic hand tools like screwdrivers. And also earmuffs for loud noise when you're using power tools. And also wear steel-toe shoes when you're working around your cars or lifting heavy hollow blocks. You don't want to be wearing sneakers or sandals. If you drop a hollow block on your toes, it's going to hurt. And also, after that, if you could afford, get a hard hat, especially when you go cutting branches of trees and other heavy materials. And finally, think and be safe. And before I forget, also gloves. If you can afford to get leather gloves, use them, especially when you're using power tools like a lawnmower, a chainsaw, a reciprocating saw, all of those, and impact wrenches, and they could hurt your fingers if you didn't have gloves. And also cutting safety, getting poked by a sago palm needle doesn't hurt too much because sometimes you don't even notice it. But 2 or 3 days later, it's swollen and infected. So as soon as you get poked by even something trivial or very, very minor, no pain, if it's a palm tree that has the sharp needles, put antibiotics on them and put a Band-Aid. That will help you from getting infection. So now again, I will try to show you what a good vertical blind is. This is a good vertical blind. See this hole? This portion is not broken. This is a bad one. And this is probably going to cost $5 if you were going to buy the whole box, and it costs $101. And it's a waste of money. This one can be fixed. The instruction is just said to align the 2 holes like this. See this hole here and this hole here? What I do is just line them up like that. Line them together. And if you are able to just have the strength enough to push it with something like that, and you're ready. You could just hang it back on the main frame of the assembly. That's simple. Instead of throwing it, and you probably worth $5. And this is the other one. I lined up the 2 holes. Look at that. It's all fixed. I didn't have to throw it away. This one will be hanging on the set of the repair kits right here. And all you gotta do is this little piece of plastic is hanging by the main frame, of your assembly, and all you have to do is to slide it back in place like so. It's done. This one is supposedly still hanging on the main frame, and then it could rotate like that. So that's how you fix a very simple vertical blind. So my friend, thank you very much for watching. And if you like my video, please don't forget the thumbs up, the notification bell. You click it, and also click subscribe, and please make comments. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I love you all, and thanks a million for watching. Aloha. Thank you.